We begin with details of a huge government crackdown on mortgage fraud, dubbed Operation Malicious Mortgage. Today, federal prosecutors announced more than 400 people have been arrested since March, including realtors, builders, and mortgage brokers, for scams that cost homeowners more than $1 billion. This as the housing market was spinning out of control. Bob Orr has the latest.
The mortgage fraud charges run the gamut from phony bankruptcies and foreclosure schemes to bogus applications and builder kickbacks. And no corner of the nation was untouched as scammers coast to coast sought to cash in on an overheated real estate market. 7 people, for example, in Atlanta are charged with taking out $150,000 loans on $30,000 condos. A Miami couple is accused of using phony loans to pocket nearly $8 million. And in Baltimore, 4 people are charged with bilking millions from struggling homeowners who tried to buy protection from foreclosure. In all, the 406 people charged since March, the government says, stole more than $1 billion, money that paid for everything from helicopters to speedboats.
To persons who are involved in such schemes, we will find you. You will be investigated and you will be prosecuted.
For the FBI, mortgage fraud now joins counterterrorism as a top priority. Cases have doubled in the past 4 years to more than 1,400. And the number of agents assigned to mortgage-related crimes has jumped 50% in the last year to 180. At the same time, the FBI is pressing major investigations of 19 large financial institutions involved in the meltdown of subprime mortgage-related securities. In New York today, 2 former managers for Bear Stearns were arrested on fraud charges, accused of duping their investors into funneling more than $1 billion into hedge funds the brokers knew were failing. In an indictment, the government points to an April 2007 email between the 2 managers, in which Matthew Tannen urged Ralph Ciaffi to close the funds, saying the subprime market looks pretty damn ugly. But just 3 days later on a conference call, Tannen reassured fund investors, saying we're very comfortable with exactly where we are. Beyond that, Ciaffi is accused of withdrawing $2 million of his own money from the failing fund, even as he pleaded with clients to deposit more.
This really is sort of the first high-profile blowout of criminal cases to say the government is investigating, the government's moving forward.
With the collapse of mortgage-related securities and the general slowdown in the nation's housing market, there is some hope that this financial fraud will level off. But the FBI says it sees no sign of that yet. Russ?
Bob Orr in Washington, thank you.